Welcome to our channel. My name is Sophie and I'm the co-founder of The Living House. We're an affordable online interior design company and we help families create beautiful homes that are within their budget. Today's video is all about how to decorate the alcoves in your living room. If you have alcoves in your living room, it's most likely because you have a chimney breast and this leaves you with pockets of space either side, which we call alcoves. But today I'm going to share with you how to decorate these and make the most of them to work for the space and for your family home. Built-in furniture is a great idea for your living room alcoves. You can customise them to how you like and you'll know they'll fit perfectly within the space and you haven't got to compromise. You can have cupboards below which act as storage. You can never have enough storage. It's invaluable, especially in a family home. Even when you think you've got enough, you'll always find a space to fill. And then shelves above. Shelves can act as your display to display your beautiful accessories from your vases, photo frames, plants, books, you name it, you'll have lots of space. And it's fun because you can style them to how you want and, well, we always love styling shelves, obviously. So built-in furniture is a great option. There's some great IKEA hacks now where you can get a freestanding unit and make it look built-in if you're handy with DIY, or you can get a carpenter to do it. It won't take them long, it'll be a higher cost, but it will look beautiful at the end of it. A couple of options you can do as well to customise them a bit more depending on the style of your living room. You could wallpaper behind the shelves, you could do tongue and groove panelling, you can add trims as well, like a border to finish around the shelving off, or you could even add a mirror behind. This looks quite nice if you've gone for a bit of a glam feel in your living room, and the mirror will help bounce the light around the room too. I hope you're enjoying our video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We are uploading videos weekly and we don't want you to miss out. A cosy reading corner nook is brilliant in living room alcoves. You can create a cosy reading corner that zones that section of the room, but it's also a place where you can relax, read a book with a cup of tea or even a large glass of wine. A cosy space you'll have in your living room, and the alcoves are brilliant for this. To finish the area off, we'd suggest to really zone the space using a floor lamp, a side table, so you've got a nice cosy corner. And then you could also have built-ins behind you or a bookcase and put the chair in front, but equally you could put the armchair in the alcove, and always make sure you measure before buying and that there's enough space. The main thing is here, you don't want the armchair to look really squished in the alcove and like you've just made it fit. You still want space around it to breathe. Remember, don't place your furniture against the walls, so let the furniture and armchair breathe and anchor it with the other pieces, as I said, a floor lamp, side table, plant on the side table to really make it its own space. You may be fortunate enough to have a playroom for all your kids' toys, but they'll sneak into the living room whether you like it or not. It's the family home, it's the hub of the home, along with the kitchen obviously, where you'll come and relax as a family, your kids will play. So incorporating toy storage into your alcoves may work better for you. There's lots of different ways this could be done. You could get a carpenter to build something for you, or there is lots of IKEA hacks using the Kallax units. So you could get a Kallax unit, obviously make sure it fits in the alcove first, and put baskets, and these can be quite nice baskets as well. They don't have to be the canvas type. There are some lovely woven baskets from IKEA now that you can get, and then you could get a seat pad made for on top to make it a bit more cozy, and that could be to go with the other fabrics you have in the room. It doesn't have to be childlike, it can still incorporate into the living room and create a cohesive look. And then you could place a few cushions on top as well, just to give it that homely feel. So it could be a reading nook as well for your children where they sit and read, as well as toy storage. The toy storage could also be like a chest that you pull up so you can just hide everything away in the evening when you want to make the room a bit more of a cozy space where you'll chill and relax as adults rather than it being a kids zone at night. So it's really practical to hide everything away, feel organised at the end of the day. If you don't want to invest in built-in furniture, you may be moving home in a few years, so you'd rather have something you can pick up and take with you, then freestanding furniture is a great option instead. It could be that you opt for a sideboard for one alcove or both. Symmetry always looks great, so if you can do both, try that out and plan that. But also you could have the cosy reading nook in one alcove and then a freestanding sideboard in the other. That works great to place your TV on as well. Try to go for a sideboard which will give it height rather than a low TV stand, because it can just look a bit low and off balance, and height always is a good thing for a room as well. And you could do it so it has some nice detail on. There's some lovely carved doors you can get now, or there's slatted doors which look lovely, so it'll bring some texture into the room as well. The TV is usually one of the main things, let's face it, in the living room, because you come in at the end of the day, you want to watch TV, you want to chill on the weekends. So it is normally the focal point along with the fireplace in a living room. So you can use your alcoves for the TV unit. You can build in some built-ins for the TV, but make sure, so you'll have your cupboard, but make sure you leave enough gap for the TV to be placed on top, because it's most likely you might put some shelves above, but always remember the height you'll need for the TV first, so it doesn't look too squished. Another option is to have your TV on the chimney breast, so it looks best when it's all tidy and you've got no cables trailing on the wall. So if you can get an electrician to do that properly, that would be brilliant. And then you can use the alcoves for it. Maybe you want some cupboards still to hide any electrical boxes like the skybox, etc. And then shelves to display some accessories as well. If you're lucky enough to have a beautiful open fire in your living room or a cozy log burner, then you will need log storage because you probably want them next to the fire for ease. So use your living room alcoves for the log storage. You could get some beautiful big baskets that you put next to each other, a couple, and group them together to put the logs in, and these could be in the alcove next to the fire, or you could build in a cupboard that's open, like a low shelf to put the logs in, or depending on the style of your home as well, you may have more of a tall, thinner alcove that you can use to stack the logs up, and then it also becomes a feature in the room, almost like you've got a wallpaper on the wall, but it's real logs, and it adds that warmth and texture into the room too. So many of us now have to work from home, whether it's a few days a week or every day, and it means our homes have had to become more multifunctional, and this could be your living room because you don't want to give up a bedroom, or you just simply don't have the space and can't have a room dedicated as a home office. This is where your living room alcove can come in really handy. There are lots of compact desks out there, if you do have a smaller alcove, that can still look beautiful with the rest of the room. It won't stick out that there's a desk in my living room. It can work cohesively with the other pieces in the space. You could also look for getting a built-in desk and getting a carpenter to make that for you. They could put a drawer inside as well, so if you've got any notebooks, paperwork, or even a laptop now, you can put that in the drawer. So think of how your alcove can be used as a multifunctional piece of furniture as well. It doesn't have to be that it's shelving all the time. A desk can really work well and be a handy space for you to work from. You could use an office chair as well, because there are lots of attractive office chairs now that are supportive for your back but still look stylish. Or it could be that you have a dining chair that you bring in and out when you need to. And then a third option, a nice upholstered chair that is comfortable to sit on, especially if you're only working from home a couple of days a week. That could also be a living room chair, so when you do have extra guests, you can turn it round and you've got an extra seat in your living room too. If you're lacking storage in your kitchen, then a bar cabinet in your living room alcove could be a great solution. So you can display some of your favourite drinks, or obviously store your drinks. And you can also store your glassware. You might have some that are quite precious to you, that are expensive, and you want a safe place to store them, or you don't have the room in your kitchen. You could go for a bar cabinet that is open, like glass, so you can see through it and see what you have on display, especially as you can get some lovely bottles and designs now. Or you could have it, so for instance, a wooden unit, and then you could have a lamp on top, so it looks more like a high cabinet sideboard. There are lots of different options out there now that are quite quirky. If you like something a little bit more glam, then Swoon do some lovely bar cabinets that have gold fronts on them, so that's quite good for an eclectic glam style. But again, make sure it fits well in the space and it's not too squished. And it can be quite a quirky, fun thing, especially if you love to entertain. You might bring guests back into the living room after you've made them dinner. So it's a bit like your own little mini bar in your living room. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video and have picked up lots of tips on how to decorate your living room alcoves. There are lots of different solutions out there that can work for you and your family, the style of your property, and for the space. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We upload videos weekly and we would hate for you to miss out.